There we go.
It's a movement, got you moving, keep it moving. Black talk, real talk like. Yeah, my name is Truth from what you wanna hear. NFA got my back, let's make it crystal clear. We screaming black power, we ain't never scared. Two queens who do the most is host. So, it's a movement, got you moving, keep it moving. Black talk, real talk like. Wow, it's a movement. Got you moving, keep it moving. Black talk, real talk, black talk. It's a movement, got you moving, keep it moving. Black talk, real talk like. Yeah, my name is Truth from what you wanna hear. NFA got my back, let's make it crystal clear. We screaming black power, we ain't never scared. Two queens who do the most is host. So, it's a movement, got you moving, keep it moving. Black talk, real talk like. Wow, it's a movement, got you moving, keep it moving. Black talk, real talk like. Wow. Hey everybody!
What's going on? What's going on?
Yay!
Today we have Angela's back with us. Angela's is a big contributor to Black Talk, the movement. I am so glad to have him on. When I need someone to come in, he's always there. He's like Black Talk, the movement backbone. And Angela's, go ahead. If anything you want to say to the audience, let them know.
Not much, but just peace and love. I know it's Friday, so Flex Friday to everybody else. I know we have our days. If it's payday, not payday. Families, friends, all that good stuff. So welcome, and bless.
Okay. Well, what's today's topics, Angela?
We definitely have a fun one here. So I was brainstorming a couple of days, and some stuff normally comes up like day to day. So I figured here's one that pretty much came up. Like one, pretty much we'll go from bottom to top. But what's your deal breakers in a relationship? All right, and I give you an example. Like we already know what's deal breakers in a relationship. That's obvious. Like if you have a girlfriend, boyfriend, wife, fiance, of course, cheating, infidelity. That's number one. All right. So, but is there details in infidelity? Also, what about the deal breakers that's outside of just the natural cheating? Okay, is it snoring? Can you tolerate snorers? Can you tolerate people with bad BO? Can you tolerate your spouse with just like their hygiene is just off of whack? Or better yet, either male or female. Let's say we just throw girls in the bus. What if the guys like they clean all the time and the girls don't? They just throw their clothes all over the place. Because usually I hear a lot of women say, hey, my husband, my boyfriend, my fiance, every time I walk in the door, they just got their pants here, they got their drawers there. All right. So that's pretty much the first one I want to talk about. I really want to dive in on that one. And then the number one is pretty much where it's 2020. I know we had the Rona situation, but even before the Rona, it was another form of relationship where we had friends, real good friends. But a lot of people don't have best friends. It's rare to say I have a best friend. We have what I pretty much call, I say we have categories of friends. We have our associates, we have our buddies, we have our pen pal friends, we have that friend that I know can give me a ride to work. I have that friend I know I can loan him some money or borrow me some money. I have that friend I can trust in my home. So what's a good friend to you? All right. So those two things I pretty much want to dive in and talk about if we can get that going.
All right. So we want to start at the friend thing or the deal breaker?
Oh, let's go to relationships. It's 2020. Let's go to relationships first.
The deal breaker for me in a relationship is no motivation.
No motivation.
No motivation.
Okay.
No confidence.
Okay, no confidence. No motivation.
Insecurity. That's
insecurity. All right.
Um,
Well, what we mean by insecurities? Now I got to play devil's advocate.
um, basically accusing you of cheating all the time.
Okay.
Having a conversation with another man, since I am into men. Him always questioning if I'm having a conversation with another man. That shows insecurity. And I'm
Okay.
not talking on the phone. I'm talking about at the corner store, at a car wash, the mechanic. I have had problems like this before. I'm socializing about what parts need to be bought for my car, and I'm a friendly person, but I'm not too friendly. But
Yeah, he's not a fly. He's not a fly on the wall to see those things. He's just
yeah,
assuming. Okay.
yeah. And
I can feel.
body odor, yeah, because me being who I am, I'm a Taurus, so I use all five senses with anything I do. And body odor is a problem for me too. But I would try to help her with the body odor because I buy all natural things to bathe in, that fights body odor. I would recommend it. Definitely. I would say something about it because I'm not gonna sit there and keep smelling that all day. But yeah, what's yours?
I'm definitely gonna go with insecurities. I believe the last relationship was in had well, it was my fault because I saw the insecurities, but I pretty much felt like I was gonna be the good guy that always finished last, and they'll see my habits, my routines, so they'll think of it differently. But no, it's pretty much the same thing, similar to yours. If I, because I'm predominantly in the South, and up north is a little bit different. You can walk around a corner, your store here, everything's right there at arm's reach. But me at the South, you pretty much like a 5-10 minute drive to get to a Walmart, to get to here. And as soon as I step at the door of the store, I will get a text or an inbox and, hey, are you on your way back? No, I'm not on my way back. 5 minutes later, how long you taking? It's taking as long as it can. And, predominantly most of us that, that was born in the South or raised in the South, we have family members. So, and two, we start a little community. So people in the South like to talk. So if you bump into somebody, especially your elders, or you got that little, that country cousin, nothing wrong with being country, you little redneck homeboy, everybody want to talk and gab a little bit. So, and that's part of custom. You got to gab a little bit, feel welcome, and work your butt home. That probably an extra 20 minutes at the time. So unfortunately, that was considered red flags for other people that, hey, you might be up to something. Or number one, I would give another one because this started out when I started just before the podcast, and I was doing my own blogging and I was doing motivational coaching. It was sad because I have a coach, my coach Green. I'm gonna give a shout out to Coach Green. If anybody is in Alabama area or if you're in Dothan, he's a very, very inspiring brother that does a lot of coaching, like for real. Like if you want it straight to your face. He does it all the time. So he's definitely located. It's called the Dog Pound in Dothan. So I just want to give that shout out. But the point I was trying to say is, he has a personal business just like I was doing something for myself, and for some way, I can't help it. I have more female fans or more females looking to say, hey, let me get in shape. Let me get the motivation I need. I might have one brother or two brother out there, but it was always more female. So if I post a picture, if I make a comment, one of my aunts is a big fan. So love you, Auntie Michelle. I had all the comments and stuff and likes and hearts, and that particular somebody in my relationship was like, "Oh, you just a flirting all the time. You flirting." Okay, where am I flirting at? What's your definition? What you mean? I don't know. It's what they say. Okay, I can't control what other people say. Just like if you's a beautiful woman, you post a picture. It's not like you're posting, excuse my language, boobs all hanging out, but you're posting a natural, very attractive picture, and you have a very intriguing quote that might set my day off right just by the words you say. Oh, I'm clicking like on that. Oh, I'm clicking heart on that. I'm clicking a hug emoji on that because, go ahead.
Shaniqua McClinton, she said, I can't tolerate too much sweating during sex.
All right. During sex.
I feel it though. I don't like all that water in your eyes shit.
And this is from Shaniqua?
Shaniqua McClinton.
Okay, Miss McClinton, next time you have a little love making, my suggestion for that one is jump in a very cold shower so y'all can get it on, and nobody won't have no hot sweats. Okay, If y'all have them outings, go to a nice little hotel with a nice little jacuzzi, but make the tub look cool for you. Or hey, if you want that power bill somewhere else, turn that AC up all the way and throw some fans on. See how that works out for you. That's the best suggestion I could give. That's a good one. She said, I'm tired of it. I thought sweat was a good thing.
I mean, it's not good when it's all in your eyes and your hair and it's dripping on your face and your mouth like that. That's too much.
I think she need to do like the back in the 70s, the R&B singers, have a rag with it, just wipe it. Just wipe the face down.
Oh my gosh. I can't stand it either. That's a good one, Shaniqua. And I'm surprised I don't like that.
I never thought about that.
All that dripping. Like he got a Jerry curl. Okay.
I never thought about that. That's a good one.
Yeah. What's another thing in a relationship that I can't stand? Basically, I can't stand a narcissist.
Okay.
I have years of experience in dealing with a narcissist, and if anybody that I come across now showing you signs of narcissism, I'm running. I'm showing about on my feet.
I remember you talked about it before. It actually had me do my homework because I didn't really think I heard the word before, but it never grasped onto me what that was. And for anybody that don't know, just to keep it brief, I don't want to go too depth on Miss Queen's past, but my definition from what I was reading in, pretty much narcissists is pretty much people get a kick out of other people's suffering and more.
Yes.
It's a thrive of it, and that's crazy. It's like they don't know they're doing it, and I don't want to give them a pass on it, but that's crazy. Like for example, we have internet trolls, and I'm guilty of that sometimes too. I'll go on YouTube and somebody say something, it won't set me off, but I'll just make a comment toward them. It's a good and bad thing with the media because that's pretty much how everybody get their little clicks and likes and stuff. But mostly somebody is just like that, and out in the real world, it's like a human troll. Somebody get their kicks, they jollies, and it's like how it's the opposite of an empath. But an empath will feel people's energies are from them, but a narcissist will pretty much just take in the negative as a good feeling, which is weird.
Yeah, they feed off it, leeches.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Themselves, the narcissist, after a while, it becomes such their personality and their character. Because I know you said they don't know they're doing it.
Yeah.
Or, it's just them. I believe they was born like that. You know what I'm saying? And raised up under a narcissist. And even though I didn't let it affect me because I'm an empath. So I'm the opposite. But they did it. I remember the guy who was a narcissist I was dealing with. Like when he would come at me in all types of ways and say negative things to me, he will have an evil smirk on his face. Or if he see me across the room and I'm laughing, having a good time, I can feel him. Not only feel him, that's what makes me look over to him. But I can see him from afar, looking at me as if, he's mad that I'm happy. He's over there smiling. He's having a good time. He always gets a look. So, man, dealing with a narcissist, man, that's especially when you dealt with one for years, that'll mess you up. You gotta go your whole self back together and learn to go through life, because it's just a crazy feeling, yo. I don't even want to keep thinking about it because I'm over that.
Yeah, it's good. We're moving to another one, but definitely just want to make sure that's a default staple in that part of the relationship. So that's a no narcissism, not at all. I got one. Oh man, definitely snoring, because we mentioned before. I personally want to dive into that one because I never thought I had pet peeves, but I can remember a personal time when I had a special someone and they decided to stay the night, which is fine, and I happen to wake up and they turn over. I feel them turning, and next thing you know, they just go right in my ear, just it doesn't sound right. It didn't sound attractive. It didn't sound good. It pretty much left me open and up all night, and that's a turnoff at the same time, because that has me to leave out my bed to go sleep in another room. I pay rent there, so somehow I get kicked out my own place. So
Oh,
That's and funny. I knew somebody that actually said that actually. I don't know if you know if this is you. I knew somebody that actually dated somebody or married them or whoever had kids with them. They tolerated them, and they decided to get a extra room. So whenever they were sleeping, because they knew they had snore issues, they will actually just leave out the room when it's time for bed and go sleep in their own bed. Me personally, I don't have the money for it, but I was told that's what they did in their relationship, just to keep. That wasn't a deal breaker for them. For me, it is. They got him a whole separate room, paid the extra whatever for another apartment or house, and went ahead and just vacated out the room when it's time to everybody go to bed. Even after that, Shaniqua hot sweaty sex.
see, that's the difference between a man and a woman. Like, because I had somebody that snored like a dog and a horse, a hippopotamus, all them animals you can name. I mean, literally.
My grandmother.
Sometimes in the early stages, I used to look over like, damn, you gonna stop breathing? You know the way he breathes. I think he has sleep apnea and all that other stuff. But I know for years that the narcissist had that. Actually, I'm talking about the narcissist. He snored. I was able to lay aside him because I'm the type person. Once I'm out, I can black all that out.
Yeah.
That means I'm dead tired. But if I'm in the middle of being just sleepy, I can hear it and it bothers me, and I still eat it because you're like, oh, I love him. You know, women accept more. I'm gonna say I think more flaws than men do.
I agree with that. I will agree.
Yeah, we will deal with it. His feet stink. Oh, that's another one. Feet stink.
Yeah, I was gonna go down too.
You know what I mean? I smell my shoes every day. You know how people walk around. You know what I'm saying? You know your feet gonna sweat. 9 out of 10 times that shoe gonna stink after a few days. That is a problem. But when they take them out their shoes, they kick them back. Because I dealt with a dude whose feet stink. And he would come lay down in bed, which I hated that a little bit. It really bothered me from the street. And he would take his shoes off and he would be talking to me. And I would his feet would smell like old salmon.
Yeah.
So that's a problem for me. Stinky feet. Can't stand it.
Yeah, I'll go with that one too. Luckily for me, I never had a woman whose feet never smell. I think that's a more a guy thing. I'm gonna throw us on the bus because it was a lot of guys, even my homeboys. I probably have a moment, but it hits me. If my own feet hits me like that, I was like, I already know. I just need to go in the shower. The socks I get thrown away. That's immediately just check that. But I have some guys just like their just feet just stink. We're just cavemen. We can't help it unless women, and that's nothing too. Women, you gotta check us. If you know we got stinky feet, we know we got some kind of BO. I'm not saying throw a little baby powder on us, but let us know, like, hey, when you come home, handle that. When you walk out that door, handle that. You know, you come into a nice smelling house that your woman provided for you. Mm-hmm. Respect it. Definitely respect it. But I'll give one more, then we can move on to the other one. Road rage. I'll throw that one on the bus. Road rage. I know a lot of women have some good road rage. My mom, okay, well you're bad. My mom, a few friends from high school. Some I would be on the phone, and again something just immediately set them off, and they just going off, and I'm like, I'm trying to talk to you. I'm trying to talk to you, and they just
well, he's not supposed to do that, and I'm supposed. He ain't understanding why he didn't signal.
Okay, well, I guess I'll talk to you later. Just call me, let me know you ain't kill nobody. Click.
Now, when I drive my road rage, it's like that song by Ludacris. Move, bitch. Get out. And plus, I got an SUV now, truck, a little sits up high off the ground. I'm out here in the country because pickup trucks the shit out here. That's all they drive.
Yeah, it is.
With them now, I'm really like, move, bitch, get out. But I do have road rage. I got a heavy foot, so and I like to go fast. I got a need for speed. I should have been in that movie.
Fast and Furious.
Fast and Furious. I should have been.
Mrs. Vin Diesel.
That's right. Need a little speed. But
that's
the yellow stains in t-shirts.
Oh, yeah. I'm not gonna lie. When I was a kid, I had that problem. I don't know what that was. Maybe I re-wore the same t-shirt or something. But I had that problem, or the deodorant didn't connect right with the baby powder and then the must. I don't know. As a kid, that happened, and and most of us guys, we will hold on to some clothes for so long. I guess it would actually turn into that. So most women are like, oh, well, if it's a little blemish or something, we just need to get rid of it and get a new one. So, but yeah, yeah.
That right there. I got to put some vinegar and water on his arms and spray. I try to help him with everything. Use some vinegar and water, or use some alcohol. Wash down the arms at least 2-3 times a day. I was trying to help the guy out because I got tired of washing t-shirts with the yellow stain. It was just disgusting. And he sweat just in the wintertime too. It'd be cold as hell outside.
Wow. Was he a big guy?
Yeah, he was like husky.
Yeah.
But he just had this pore problem that I was just like, I couldn't help him. I tried to go get him a special deodorant. It didn't work. So, but all that's what you knew he was one of them sweaters. All the sweat, like Shaniqua said, all that sweat. He was one of them people. He knows me. I ain't gonna say your name, nigga.
Let's throw that. Yeah, throw that away.
Experiences, but go ahead.
Okay, let's move on to the next one. All right. Now this was a good one because again, it's 2020, so back to the friends. So what do we consider is still a good friend? I remember somebody on Facebook asked about it some months ago, and I thought it was still a good topic and something to still think about for food for thought. So pretty much what y'all guys, even you, Tiff, what is you consider as a good friend? What's the qualities of a good friend? Or even better yet, do you consider yourself a good friend? Because some people, they don't even think they are.
I know I'm a good friend because I'm a good person, period. I care about people. I got empathy for people. I know I give more than what's given to me. I know that for and that's my problem. I start realizing how much I'm helping people and then realize how much they give me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I just started realizing that because that's helping me. That's one of my problems in life that I have to change. So now I'm paying attention to it. I can go all out for somebody else and then, I'm just as happy if they give me something small. You know what I'm saying? I'm grateful for assistance, but then I realized you did all this and they only did this. And then when you start realizing you up here with the giving, they down here, then you start looking to see if they're taking advantage of it. Because they already know you're exactly gonna get more than what they can. So yeah, I am a good friend because I'm there for people. A listening ear. I give my honest opinion. I don't want to candy coat nothing because I look at myself, that could be me asking for some type of help or assistance from the other person. And I want the person to be honest with me, so I can understand my situation a little better. That's if I want their opinion.
That's if you want their opinion. What if they feel like they need to give it to you though? Like, hey,
only give it to me.
Go ahead,
baby. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, like, for example, me, I feel like I want a well-rounded friend, but unfortunately, I don't. So far, 42 years of living, knock on wood, I personally don't think I'm gonna get that. If I do, that's a blessing. So, I look for at least one good friend out my little circle. At 3, fine. 1, I'm happy with that. But for me, it would be a friend, just pretty much be bluntly honest with me. If I rub them the wrong way, or if they see me rub somebody else the wrong way, or if I'm just having a conversation and I fall short of just disrespect, just let me know. Because I'm pretty much laid back to the point where it takes one time to check me. And I'll give a few examples. Like years ago, my younger childhood days, I came here to South visit, and I was rude. Like I had that real hard Jersey attitude coming to the South, pretty much shut up, leave me alone type mentality. And I was rude to one elder, and my elder, one of my aunts, just pretty much just pulled me to the side and just ripped me a new one. And she was like, I'm not gonna tell you what to do, but I think you owe that man an apology. And I went ahead and apologized to him, and that was it. That's one, or just me growing up, women in my life, whether it's girlfriends, my moms, both my aunts, hey Aunt Sharon, or my Aunt Michelle. Even like, if it's you, if somebody say, hey, this is how I feel or whatever, I'll take a step back because again, I'm trying to listen and absorb what you're saying about me. Once I process that, now I still may be, the typical little tourist for a moment, it'd be hard because I don't with my mom. Me and my mom's butt heads all the time. But if she's speaking facts and she's speaking some kind of truths about me and my personality and my negative circle, if I did have one, I'll be like, okay. And I won't say anything, okay, yes, mom, or yes, okay, friend, and I'll get off. And then that whole day I really would think about it. And I come back like, hey, you're right, you're wrong. Because in my mind, I'm trying to figure a way out of what you came at me with, if that makes any sense to everybody else in the audience. Somebody try to tell you something that you was raised in one way all your life, like you've been wrong, and you just never process, like, oh my God, me? I've been wrong? And it comes back like, okay, they're right. That's a pill you just got to swallow. And I'm that type of guy. Like, I'll just swallow it real quick. And you know what? It's not hurt nobody. You're telling me something that's helped bettering me, help me being a better person. And I'm fine with that. So that's one. What's another one? Pretty much just, I think I don't think I got one best friend. If I ever consider him best friend, consider my brother. Mm-hmm. But I label everybody in categories, same way I just mentioned earlier. I have one that I know I can call on for, tax advice. I got one I can ask for credit advice. One of my neighbors, really cool. She probably watching too. She helped me hook me up with a Jetta. Again, if you're in Dothan, I feel like I'm promoting everybody now. Hey, if you're in Dothan, very cool car salesman, Erica Macy in Dothan, just not too down the road in the Ozark, but very good, cool car salesman, know it inside out. And she hooked me up with a Jetta about 4 or 5 years ago. Great deal, great everything else. And that was the person I talked to. Even if I had a car issue with anything, I would just call her. But it's selective people, that got my back in certain areas. So it'd be nice to have them all together, but unfortunately, it doesn't work like that. It just doesn't. It's the same thing with family too, because even with my friends, I don't know for you in high school, my friends was my family, and we pretty much, the best way I could explain it growing up was those are the type of friends that parents didn't understand type clique I was in. So we are related a little bit more. Then after high school, of course, we became adults and we moved on. So I had to kind of immaculate somewhere else, and there you go.
Well, I got a few, maybe 1 or 2 friends, I'm gonna say, in my life. But it's the friends I grew up with.
Yeah, of course.
Those are my friends that have been my friends for the longest, because they accepted who I was when I was a child, and they accept me as a parent and as an adult. But at the end of the day, and we really don't talk, because when everybody gets older, everybody goes their separate lives. Mm-hmm. Everybody got things going on, they got to handle. Sometimes you ain't got time for that phone call right then and there, but we still socialize with each other every now and then. But at the end of the day, I'm my own best friend, because ain't nobody gonna love me like me. Ain't nobody gonna do for me but me.
Yeah, you're probably number one.
Right. I had to come to that realization that, when you put out more than what you receive, then you might as well just stick with yourself at the end of the day. But that's it. Like, I'm not really into the friend thing right now. I'm into the business partners. The network. That's where I'm at right now. We did that friend stuff and it don't work. You can love and care for somebody, and then somebody can wake up the next day and just feel different the next day about you. They don't want to deal with you no more. We all grow from one another. You know what I'm saying? Like, I had some I would consider friends, and I'd be like, look, and I'm the type of person I want to build as a team. That's how I like to work. I can do it myself. Why not help others? So that's part of my purpose, helping others. Yeah. Let's do this, let's do that. But if you trying to better your life and they're not on the same the same train you on, they're gonna get left. Point blank, period. You're not putting in no effort. You're not showing you want it. So what I need you for? You're just holding me back. You're like extra weight on my shoulders that I don't need. Mm-hmm. So I might as well just go on by myself. And as the blessings come, I'm gonna enjoy people that's about the same things I'm about, as far as networking and business and getting that money. You know what I'm saying? So I don't even worry about no friends anymore. I'm my own best friend. I can have him sit outside and drink me some wine and talk to myself for a little bit. You know what I'm saying? If that's me,
Yeah.
because I feel like I'm a genius. I'm the only one that can answer my questions. You know what I'm saying? Everybody done stuck in their own shit and all that. You know, I go through things every day, but I don't let it stop. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is with that friend thing. I done been through the friend thing. I had friends I done fought, friends that was jealous of me undercover. You know what I'm saying? People be secretly jealous of you and you don't even know it. You're like, why? Why you of my little struggling life? You don't know what I really do every day. You don't know how hard it is to get up out that bed when you depressed and still know you gotta keep pushing. You know what I'm saying? Looking at how it is now. Why? Because you see me smiling. You know what I'm saying? Or because I keep myself up to par, dressed neat and clean. I'm just not a person that go out the streets looking type of way. Is that what you jealous of? Because I got confidence. Confidence been with me since the day I was born. They ain't gonna never leave. I was born with confidence for a purpose. You know what I'm saying? So the friend thing, I ain't too keen on that right now. You know what I'm saying? If anybody you want to talk to me, let's talk about how we gonna build with each other. And at the end of the day, once we get to where we need to go, we're gonna be the best friends ever.
Oh yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense.
So, but go ahead, tell me about your little friend situation.
Well, I'll go one like past where long time ago, and I messed up in one relationship, and they decided to run tell their mouth, so they told two friends of mine. So two friends decided to cut me off. So when one of the friends came to me about it, I felt like kind of nonchalant about it. So I was just like, oh yeah, the relationship over. And it's like, oh, they told me you did XYZ. And I said, okay. I was like, well, you're still my friend though. Cut me off completely. Which again, and this is how I feel it. This is how I feel about when it comes to friendships. Long as you ain't kill nobody, you're not out here doing no harm to the society, like doing drugs and that type of situation. I feel like you just need to that's still your friend. I got a cousin, long time ago, him and his wife had some difficulties. I'm not going to take judgment on that because that's y'all married life. And she felt like we should have took sides. No, boo-boo. That's between y'all two. At the end of the day, that's still my asshole. Same thing like my two so-called friends years ago. They should have been the same attitude. Still be my friend, but you know what? And behind the scenes, or when that person just out of face value, you was wrong. You was dead wrong. You're an asshole. This is how you should have done it. Or you know what? Next go around, you should do a little bit better. That's the type of friend I'm looking for. That's the type of friend I would love to have in my corner or my left front. And that's pretty much how I'll be for somebody else. If I see it and I don't like it, I'm just pretty much tell you about it. Even especially if you ask me. You do not want to ask me, because if you ask me, you're going to get the most honest answer you're going to get. Be honest. So that's pretty much it as far as the friendship goes. You just got to be.
Shaniqua McClinton said, how we view friendships is based on our personal experiences with people. Exactly.
That's true too. That's true too, Shaniqua. And let me throw something, because somebody else made a comment earlier about friendship, like, because like, say for example, Tiff, she said she had a hard struggle. I had a hard struggle too coming up. So when you have a hard struggle coming up, don't put all them negative people. Same thing with relationship, and I tell people this too. Don't put all them negative people in the same boat with them rare few good people too. Because I read people make these comments on, again, dealing with social media or just outside the world, will say, hey, well, all I've been looking for, I just be waiting for the other shoe to drop. So every time I come across somebody, this an asshole, or this a bad relationship, or this person just not right for me. Okay, great. If they're not right for you, that's fine. But then it comes back to self-reflection. Look at yourself. Are you going to church more? Are you praying more? Are you going outside your house and looking for positive things to do? No. Are you out in the streets clubbing, hooking, hoeing? You know what I'm saying? If you're doing stuff like that, maybe you're going to get the negative feedbacks. Are you actually minding your business? Maybe it could be you. Are you actually minding your business and focusing on goals for yourself? And when you do that, you come across positive people. And again, I would throw myself on the bus. Hey, I'm doing something. Maybe it take years, and I'll come across these awesome, great people, and bam, I'm on the show talking to the late and great Tiff, who's doing her own thing. So this is how you come across positive people like that, because why? You're doing positive things. And you meet positive people. But if you're doing negative things and you keep coming across negative roads that you keep these paths you're taking, guess what's gonna happen? You're gonna get what you got. You're gonna reap what you sow. So think about that.
Right. Shaniqua said, so once we make better choices for ourselves, being better people, we make better friendship connections because we are more in line with what we want in a friend. Exactly. I agree. And that's where I'm at right now. Shaniqua, that's why I'm my own best friend. And I'm just open to, join the positive people that I want in my life. And as I was saying, the same people that want to be on the same path as me, working together, all standing together, getting that money together. Those are the type of people I'm looking for. And I'm waiting to draw them to me. I'm grateful for what I got now, but hey, I know it's more in store if I keep doing what I'm doing, staying positive, staying happy and grateful, number one, for everything I have. So thank you for that, Miss Shaniqua. Thank you.
Much blessings. Appreciate that.
So, but it's like I just got tired at the age I am. I'm 40 years old. I ain't got time to worry about friends no more, because friends is holding you back like a bad relationship nowadays. It's holding you back. You got to keep going. Everybody don't feel what you feel. Everybody don't want to be on the same level as you. We have high expectations, as I mentioned this before in other shows. High expectations of people is our problem. We expect people to be like us. And I've learned now I can't expect people to love how I love. I can't expect people to help how I help. I can't expect people to give 100% when I give 100%. And that's been my problem all this time. So now I know, and no one's half the battle. And I just stopped putting so much into other people and put more of that energy into myself.
That's true. And the same thing with relationships too. I mean, you got to think of it just like a relationship. If you get in a relationship and most people say 50-50, or most people say I'm putting in 100, you should put in 100 too. It goes for anything, any type of relationship you're involved. If you're in the budgeting, or if you're in the financing, or you just, if you're into keeping up with current events with the news, or you just looking for that person with just a deep conversation, because in one of my past relationships, whether it was just friends or actual relationship, we can have the greatest time going out, but but if I'm coming home, we have them lone moments and they don't have no depth in conversation, it's not clicking for me. That's not a turn on. Same thing, like a lot of women I hear in my life say, oh man, if he could just hit me up here, he definitely got me down there. And I'm like, okay, cool. Now, brother reading books, you know what I'm saying? But it comes down to stuff like that. You just have to, cooking, whatever. If we're not having, and I'm not saying we all have to be alike, because I don't want nobody just like me. I don't want nobody exactly like me, because I know me. I don't feel like I'm a bad person, but I don't want a clone of me. I want somebody that basically I don't. For other things like sports or job, I would love that, those type of clones. Make the check, I'd be home good. But no. But if we could just relate a little bit more, if I have a thought and if I have a thought, even if it's a bad thought or a kind of good thought, and you have another perspective on it, and you make my idea a little bit better, wow. I'll talk about you for days. And I have friends I just mentioned earlier that will red flag, like light bulb will come on, like lightning will come on top of my head. It was like, hey, I know a guy, I know a girl, I know this buddy, I know a friend that pretty much can help with these certain situations. And these are people that enlighten my life. So these are type of people as a relationship, my friendship, that I will want around me. Those people you want. And that's what I definitely look for. I don't want a clone. I want somebody that can enlighten me. I want somebody that can give me a different perspective on something. I want somebody to keep me thinking. I want somebody to keep me guessing, not act dumb, because I don't want to think that way, because now it's like, no, you don't make sense. Then I just go the other way. It don't work out for me. It really don't.
I want to, what, in relationships, we're going to go back to the relationships. Let me just curve it a little. Relationships, like I now look for a man that I can learn from. And me, I'm outspoken, and I don't mean to say things I say sometimes, but sometimes whatever I be thinking, it comes straight out my mouth.
Lordy.
like, okay, I dated this guy one time.
All right.
Right? We grown as hell. We know about all the germs and the diseases in the world, right? But anyway, I'm in the car with him, and he goes pick up a friend, a guy friend, right? My friend had a bottle of water, right? So his friend gets in the car, and he hands his friend his bottle of water, right?
Right.
It freaked me out a little bit because I'm a germophobic. You know, I ain't drinking. I'm not drinking off people. And plus, it's Corona season.
Okay, I'm with you.
So this how it was, and I was just sitting in the seat. So he took his friend and dropped him off. His friend drunk some of the water and gave it back to him. I guess his friend just got out of jail. I don't care. You know me. I'm like, ooh, you know, like what that Kenneth say, ooh. But anyway,
They got Rona in jail too now. But go ahead.
So when he dropped his friend off, right, I was quiet for a minute because I was still in shock because I don't share my drinks with nobody. My kids can't even drink off my drink. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
I was sitting quiet as hell in the car for a minute, like after he dropped his friend off, right? And I was like, I know you're gonna get mad at me, but I don't care. I was like, I don't think you should be drinking off of people, right?
Yeah.
Because I'm thinking in the long term, what if we build a relationship? You know what I'm saying? And you want to kiss on me, and I don't want to contract because you want to share your water with somebody you don't even know their mouth in. You know what I'm saying? Plus, we 40-something damn years old. We was taught as kids don't drink off people.
Yeah. Correct. Yeah.
And I stuck with that. You know what I'm saying? So that turned me off. Like, he too grown to be drinking off people or sharing a drink. Now, if you drunk it and gave it to him for him to drink, then that's something different.
All right. Now I got to play devil's advocate. So, what was when you expressed yourself this to him? So, what was his answer, his thought process?
He said to me, he said, I get it. I understand what you're saying.
And that was it.
That was it.
I feel like he still would have done it after that. All right, you have to give me something like really, 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 really. Oh my God.
Shaniqua ahead. Go ahead, Shaniqua, girl. I like this. She said, I think friendships and relationships are really about compromise because someone is always taken and someone is always given. Bang.
True.
I think that anything is 50-50 is part of the glamour. Relationships that work because when someone is at 20%, the partner is willing to compromise and pick up the slack with 80%. That's what makes great relationships. When you can uplift and build each other, nothing is ever 50-50.
That's true.
That's true.
That's why I mentioned about earlier. You got to put in 100. Like you put in 100, that person put in 100. Nobody's not falling. And again, it comes back to hard times, whether relationship and friendship. Like, hey, if again, we'll throw the relationship for another turn. If I lose my job, can my wife, fiance, girlfriend, who we living together, can she hold and take care of the bills just enough time just so I can get back on my feet? And two, it comes back to the compromise part, the conversation, what you can and can't do. Because again, like most men be like, hey, well, if I'm making all the money and I'm paying all the bills, what you gonna be doing in the household? Okay, let's flip the script. Now the woman is making all the money and you're not working. Let's not make unemployment as your income. Let's not do that now. That's something you're not working for that. You're just doing that just to get you by until you find something else. So but still then your ass is still home while your woman is out there working. So hey, let's watch now. You will wash some dishes. You go hit them bathroom stalls and stuff like that. So and the same thing comes with a friendship. If I'm calling a friend and I'm seeing how they're doing all the time, and I'm putting them little, birthday comes, I'm thinking about them, like Tip said, I'm thinking about them from time to time, them little moments. And now they hear more from me, but I don't hear in the same amount of time from them. Then it kind of get me to sidestep a little bit, And then if that does happen, my attitude is I'll try like one more, two more times because now, again, we don't know how everybody's lives is. So maybe somebody passed away, maybe they're sick. I might happen to stop by, but I'm just going to be honest. It will literally tick me off if I come to your house, haven't heard from you, and you're like, quote unquote, my good friend, my bestie, and my road dog, whether it's guy or girl, and I stop by and you're sitting there having the time of your life. And I'm like, are you serious? I've been trying to reach out for you for days. You get the texts, you get the calls, you get the voicemail. Hell, that got me acting like an ex-girlfriend. I see you on Facebook making notifications and posts. So clearly everything's okay, you know? So I would be upset about it, but we still have to talk. Like, what's going on with our relationship as a friend, you know? But yeah,
Right.
that's crazy.
My thing is, friend, nowadays we don't need friends, we need business partners.
Yeah, see, but that's the level you are right now, and nobody can't knock you for it. Nobody can't. You know, like I said, I got friends, but it's like it's the circle you keep too. You know, if you got them friends that circle, like, hey, well, this person is about business, or this person got something to offer me to kind of lift me up and keep me moving. Even if sometimes an emotional friend, like, hey, it just that's pretty much where it goes. You know, and I try not to let anybody go from there. But if if it just come to a negative for all aspects, like Miss Shanique was saying, you just gotta let them go. Even if it's just not, we don't have to talk no more. Just hey, I'll slowly cut you off, or I'll slowly stop talking. I'll slowly stop this and that. You know, same thing when I was growing up. You know, elementary, high school. It's even me. It's levels to it. I'm not perfect. It's levels to it. I had a friend would tell me the same thing. Like, hey, well, I outgrown you. I didn't understand that. So when I got older and then it came to me, okay, I get it now. I'm not mad at you. It is pretty much it is what it is.
She said, even in business relationship, you're right, Shaniqua. It's a hit or miss. It is a hit and miss. It's a hit and miss with any relationship.
Yeah.
So I get it, but
it's all about that good credit.
I've been so focused on friends all my life that now it doesn't mean anything anymore. I already got through that stage. When you know your power and where you at in life, like I'm a high empress. I realize that. I know that I am. I'm very well protected. And I don't think my purpose is to make friends. I'm very helpful to the community or anybody. You know, I'll sit outside and talk to a bum all day on the bench just to know part of his life story. See if he can tell me something that inspires me. Some of us just ain't.
I'm geeky. I'm geeky. I'm gonna call ahead and say I'm like Gandalf from Lord of the Rings. I throw some wisdom and let you just go by, traveler. Go by, traveler. I'm a little Gandalfish on it.
She said the only thing, Shaniqua, she said the only thing in a business relationship you can keep 50-50 is money, because that's exact.
True. True. And it comes, and again, see, I'm still on that. I'm always trying to be on that fence, but it still comes down to the compromise, what you said earlier, Shaniqua, about that. If it comes down, it just comes down to a compromise and an understanding on everything when it comes down to these relationships. She says, use a different word. Friendship might be scared in our mental. I think women need fellowship with you. Yes, I would agree with that. And I'm not a woman. And this been talked about for years, decades. Black, white, green, yellow. It should be a bond where all women should just have. It should be just an understanding, a very good understanding when it comes to women. With that, just that alone.
Shaniqua, if you want to be my friend, I'm a good friend to have. You want to know why? Number one, I don't get jealous. When you do something good in your life and you prosper, and I am happy for you. And the reason why I don't have too many friends, because like I said, I can't expect nobody to be like me. I'm not a hater. If you look good one day, I'm not secretly hating because you decided to get up in the morning and do something with yourself. I had so many experiences with females. It's ridiculous that I wrote a book. And my book is basically sitting on my computer. I didn't get it proofread yet, but it's coming out. And it's about 18 women that I've crossed in my life and how I observe their relationships. I always had females jealous of me and all that. I'm the most down-to-earth person. You know what I'm saying? I done gotten things. My car got set on fire when I was younger. You know, they little boyfriends come around. Their boyfriends give me a little corner eye. They get mad at me, you know, instead of checking him. You know, so I had like a rough road dealing with female friends. And I'm not even that type of person. I'm down to earth. I'm laid back. You know what I'm saying? And I'm loyal. That's the one thing about me. I'm loyal. Loyal as hell. So I'll probably be a good friend for you if you're looking for somebody like that, because it's pretty much hard to find females that's down to earth and loyal and not worrying about talking about your downfalls. They'd rather beat you down instead of pick you up. And I'm the type of person, I'd rather pick a person up before I beat them down.
True.
She's in the house tonight with her wine. Me too, Bill. friends already. Look, I done met no
it is Friday, ladies and gentlemen. It is Friday.
Turn up, turn up.
Well, it's been fun. It's been fun. I love the conversation.
Let me tell you this friend, this so-called, I call her friend of me. This was like I was younger. She died 2011. Rest in peace. And the crazy part, I was more of her friend than hers than she was to me. And she would try to fight me and everything. I would come back. And that's because I was lacking family at that time. I didn't have family members around me. I think I always been a loner damn near my whole life. And I would always cater to them because I was missing something in my family. You know how you try to substitute for something for what you're missing in your life?
Correct.
Well, that's how I looked at her. And she knew that, and she took that advantage of that, of my love for her as a friend. That was one of them. They boyfriends would come around and shit, and she'd be like, your little yellow ass, your little light skin ass. And I'm looking at her like, well, damn, where all that come from? I think we cool, we friends. You chocolate, you pepper, I'm salt. I ain't had a problem. You know what I'm saying? And she was always showing some jealousy towards me, always. But I try to ignore it because I was looking at it like, you my friend. I ain't jealous of you. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking for you to do good in life. That's what I'm here for.
Uh-huh.
But when she died, I had kids already and everything else. When she died as a prostitute and she was a pill head addict.
Oh, wow.
It was rumors that she died of HIV because she wasn't messing with men and women. So I don't know what she really died of, but she had a lot of diagnoses. But anyway, her funeral came up, and the pastor tried to compare her life story to Tamar Braxton's song "When the Smoke Clears." Everybody remember the song? So they go "When the Smoke Clears" and all that. And he was like, "I know nobody ever had a problem with her like that." You know, I raised my hand at the funeral because I was about to say, "Pastor." Oh,
you better not, yeah.
It ain't what it looks like. And people was like, you got a lot of balls to raise your hand to say something about somebody at their funeral. I was like, yeah, I did. Because by then I was just like fed up. I don't had a fight with her. And she kept trying to pick fights with me during the whole time we was friends, or well, was frenemies. And I actually gave it to her. All I did was pop it in her nose and she was done. You know what I'm saying? Because I got tired of her trying to bully me. Yeah, I know, Shaniqua. I know, but I gotta tell some experiences on it. She said, "Damn, let's just rest."
That's in the past. That's over. That's in the past.
Loving somebody more than they love you, you can't do that. That was a lesson. So that's what I'm talking about, it, girl. I was like, she resting. She better. She in a better place than I'm at right now. So she ain't got no bills, no stress, no drama. But go ahead.
There you go. No, but that's been fun though. But I definitely, like I said, I got a whole extra perspective, Miss Shaniqua, definitely from everything. So I definitely like the conversation. So I definitely appreciate that.
Oh yeah, I got a lot of
stuff. I do too. It doesn't involve popping about the nose in the past, but
you know what? Everything's a lesson. That's how I look at it.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yep. The story helps somebody else every time.
Definitely.
Might be taking stuff from us like we take stuff from us. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes you just get tired of being loyal to people and people just keep fucking you over. Family too. Family's the worst. Oh my God. If they ever said sticking in water, they lie.
Yeah, I had somebody I knew that made a comment, said, yeah, you know, families you got to get together, and I said, I understand it, but if you put so much yourself and love and heart into one family member and they're not doing the same thing, you kind of got to just let them go. Just let them go.
Well, folks, we ain't gonna be on long because usually Black Talk, we be on here for 2 hours if need be, depending on the discussion. Tonight, we're gonna wrap it up. We're gonna be on time tonight. We want y'all to tune in next Saturday. We're gonna have a great show next Saturday. Like we had a show this Saturday, like we had a show last Saturday, and the Saturday after that. We want y'all to keep tuning in, sticking along with us. Come in, you can learn something from us as well as we can learn something from you. I want to thank you, Angelus, for coming on tonight. You my mans in them, my means in them, and We got to wrap it up. And Shaniqua, I love that you was asking so many questions. You had opinions on certain things. I respect a woman like that. I like people that got their own mind and don't mind expressing how they feel and everything else. And she gave me the thumbs up, the happy face. Hey, Shaniqua, make sure you come back. Tune in next Saturday, baby, because I'll be looking for your comments because you sound like a bright woman that's very knowledgeable. All right, y'all. So thank y'all for tuning in tonight. I want y'all to have a safe weekend. Don't drink too much. Happy juice.
So, oh, one more thing. It's not gonna be a conversation. I'm gonna say it. Get out and vote. I'm not encouraging nobody to vote for who or for who. Get out and vote. Okay? Register, go and vote. There you go. I'm done.
Well, you know what? Let me say something real fast. I'm driving today, and you see all these Trump supporters beeping their horn. They got Trump flags, the American flags, and all that. And here I'm riding past them like, I'm voting for Biden. I'm voting for Biden. My passenger was like, girl, you gonna get us shot. You know, so I said, no, they sit there promoting this man. No, I'm voting for Biden. I don't care what nobody says.
I'm gonna put it like this: let the best man win, and we'll just leave it like that.
For Biden.
well, Biden.
Love, peace, and soul, y'all. Many blessings. I'm sending out wealth to everybody else. Y'all have a good night. We see y'all next weekend.
Night, night.
Night, night.
It's a movement. It's a movement. Got you moving. Got you moving. Keep it moving. Keep it moving. Real talk, black talk, talk like real. Yeah, my name is True. For what you wanna hear. And if they got my back, they make it crystal clear. We screaming black power. We ain't never scared. Two queens who do the most is host. So it's a movement. It's a movement. Got you moving. Got you moving. Keep it moving. Keep it black talk, real talk, black talk, real talk like real talk like it's a movement. It's a movement. Got you moving. Got you moving. Keep it moving. Keep it black talk, real talk, black talk, real talk like real talk like.
Hey,
I got ended first.
that was fun.